This is quick little show of just just not even telling it like yeah, so this is also to the bottom of, yeah, we haven't done that yet, but yeah, here. This, add this to the somewhere in this one. Read my fucking inputs, they're fucking sick. Yeah. There's the question. Just UQ, top 0.5% of students get in. A second year subject, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, just fucking evolve. Better fucking understanding than the high courts. It's, you can, I'm not going to go into it because I'm going to go straight into physics. It's going to be short and sweet just on the physics because I've been mulling over the fucking whole thing trying to condense it because it's gotten really fucking big. Needed to condense it in my mind with all the fucking, with all the like the new shit plus all the like the evidence. And there was like, and I didn't want to stream because then it would be like increasing the volume. And then I was just like, fuck, I got to know exactly like what I am saying the framework is, because is absolute space its own separate entity, or is absolute space the entity? And then that was all fucked up from some of like the tangents. But fundamentally, it's going to be from that like Big Bang. So energy meets with absolute space. So like this, energy meets absolute space, and then the emergent. So there's three. It's like a sandwich, and then that. And now I think that there's evidence as to why that is the case. So absolute space is completely separate. The energy is completely separate. Space-time, and this space-time is emergent. But the reason why it goes fast down at that, so let's say my hands are here. This is the edges. This is space-time. The edges go faster out. There's no absolute space, and then as energy lessens, absolute space can't hold on to it. It just goes out as fast as possible. But the universe inside is like really strong. It's like the universe here is like not expanding super fast. Anyway, yeah, just like really hard exam, by the way. My point is really hard exam. Worth 40%. You need to study. You need to study it. Like you need to go to every lecture, study it. Like it's a hard. Chloe spent 11,000 words on her open book exams. Open book as well. So fucking you needed to know, like didn't just need to know the law, like you had to open book, like, you know what I mean? And I read it within fucking the first one, nailed within like literally like This one was easy. This one was so easy. Like as I read it, I just nailed it. Just was like, yep, instantly. That's easy. It was super easy. It's like the whole point of having a federal is to like check and balance. So this one was the actual, like, if you want to get a 7 on this question. But then like they're all the little kids are like who'll get 7s, whatever, relying on the precedent from 2010 or whatever. No, how about like straight up evolving the fucking case law? Acquisition of property has to be tangible, is the current stance. It's a zero-sum game. Zero-sum game means that there will always be an advantage. If an advantage is tangible. That's Delta mindset. Don't be fucking saying, oh, you know, tangible has to be $1 in your pocket or fucking a bit of land. Like, no. When that bullet fucking, when that sword is going, that dagger is going into your eye, that tomahawk is going into your eye, and you fucking grab your dang bang. Fuck, man. Like, what am I saying there? Like, is that... What I'm meaning there is, like, you add up all the edges in your whole life gets to this point. Someone is strong against you, got the upper hand, and you just boom, boom, mince him. Everything culminates. It's a zero-sum game. Every advantage matters. So it's survival. Fuck off. And then also hit him with the fucking, just in nature, just like mutual gravitational attraction. When one suddenly disappears, the remaining body gains freedom of movement. It's inertia resulted, not by the acquisition of mass, but by a relative change in the system. Similarly, in the legal realm, the removal of fiscal burden or privilege necessarily produces a relational delta. Even if no proprietary interest is transferred in the conventional sense, the zero-sum nature of benefit and loss in both nature and law dictates that there's always a winner and loser. That, dude, just High Court, get wrecked. Like, I just wrecked you in like fucking literally literally fucking 30 seconds. Like less than 5 minutes, and then less than 5 minutes to do it all. It's just completely wrecked. Like their current precedent is actually dog shit, like legal dog shit. It's complete legal dog shit. Correct. Look, current High Court case holds that acquisition of property, there must be a loss of proprietary interest in one party and correlative and identified gain by another party, typically the Commonwealth, with that gain being proprietary in nature, i.e. tangible. And look, 2012, that's why I said 2010. Fuck you! That is literally legal dog shit. That's why it was telling me, bro, you're playing at Blackstone and Bracton levels. Like, it's not fucking around. It's like, it's not fucking around. It's like, yeah, dude. Is this the guy who did the fucking Magna Carta? This guy did mens rea. Wow. This guy's fucking important. This is what you learn at Oxford. Not under man, but under God and the law. That's a good one. Oh, he was 10 years old. %10 interpretive equity on the Magna Carta, compounded 800 years plus he got the Roman law in. He preserved and elaborated. Yeah, he's a big deal. But Blackstone, really important. But like, it's not fucking around. You're playing at Blackstone levels. Like, Blackstone is not a fuck around. He's like literally the fucking guy who like everyone knows the quote for. Literally. Sold out repeatedly. Who does an analysis of the laws of England, which sold out? Who the fuck sells out a book? Abraham Lincoln, a frequent, because he's just such a beast. Yeah, he's like literally like one of, if not the most important people in law, than like Jesus Christ. And but like he's a philosopher, and you're playing at that level 100%. And I fucking did. So how could the speed at which I did this? Fuck. I fucking know it all. Anyway, got another one for you. Read this. So there's the thing that I posted, and then this is what I read it. I'll do it slowly, but like I'll read it whatever you want. But this is I'll give you the one that's the best. This is 03. So you want to read this one. So basically, you get the people on League of Legends who are playing 21 games a day, and you get them for DARPA, and you see their brains, and you brain scan them, and then you see like, you know, by identifying and synthesizing the burnout constant, we will arm our national security apparatus with the tools to achieve uninterrupted peak performance, ensuring a decisive edge against global competitors. Yeah, so this is pure delta. This is purely for delta. Like sitting fucking 72 hours, like if we're waiting for a sniper shot, you're gonna get burnt. You're gonna get boredom. Then these guys, you know, you take a synthetic thing, which mirrors the constant which is going on in these guys' brains. These like legend players are playing 21 games a day for fucking 5 years, insane. And then and then Delta's fucking sick. You just be like, oh yeah, it's speed. There's something else with these guys because they're not on speed. They're fucking League of Legends fucking losers. There's clearly something. Yeah, the convergence of neuroimaging has the potential to delineate consistent neural by synthesizing compounds that mimic this signature. We provide our national security apparatus a transformative competitive edge. Yeah. I fucking had the best fucking philosophy on this. If squaring is multiplying, and then I just forgot it instantly, but it was so good. The idea instead of squaring, circling, but fuck, it's just so dog shit. It was like so fucking good, but I was just like sitting, just like in a set like close to lucid sleep, but like very much awake. Came up with a perfect fucking philosophical line about how like if squaring is then circling is, and it was just like fucking perfect, and it was like that, and then I forgot it, and I was fuck. This is sick. That's sick. Game show. Mary Curry just is a proof that like women are probably APOGEE. Like there's just no argument that like it's not that those bell curves aren't like elite at every level. If anything, if Mary Curry proves that like past women are like that genius is even higher on their level. So man should never bring up that argument because Mary Curry just like physics and chemistry Nobel Prize is the only person in history to win it in both, in two different sciences. Like GG, 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 GG. Laura McElroy winning the Masters. Well done. That's sick to see. Love that guy. Great teacher. Helped me out a lot. Made me really love golf. Alright. Here's the three things I want to add, and I'll go to bed by like 2:45. And go hard like on like actual fucking paperwork tomorrow. Oh, so what was fucking me up was like absolute space. If it's tied directly in with space time, and it's ticking, and we do the math, and the ticking is like fucking slow or whatever, and there's a whole bunch of math about how big, but then these fucking discrete boxes are, but the idea is they're even smaller than fucking Planck scale, and this is why even if it is not the case, this experiment may still win Nobel or be at least worthy, insofar as if it doesn't work, it kind of proves continuous. Absolutely. Unless you can't really, it's not going to win Nobel because like it's not an apps. It's pretty fucking good though, because normally Nobel's kind of like, oh, you've done something, not like, oh, what other way could it be discrete other than this framework? Like that, if no one can come with an answer, then it's not Nobel, but it's definitely worthy of like a fucking proper shout, like at least an invitation. You know what I mean? Kind of like the Oscars. You're not winning Oscars, you get nominated. It goes a big chunk of equity into it being continuous. Because right now the proof of it being continuous is, oh, at the light scale, we've looked into it, and it's continuous at the light scale. What if it's fucking, the discrete fucking boxes are like quark level, motherfucker. Like, shut up. So if at least the magnet test fails, but all of them fail. So all of them fail. It's pretty much proving continuous. So either way, it's a success. Even if the framework isn't it, and it will be proven as not it if the experiments fail, specifically the electromagnetic one. And because it's a unifying theory, if the electromagnetic one fails, then like no point in even fucking doing. There is still a point in doing like checking out like the Jupiter time dilation, and then perhaps it's just a unifying theory of fucking quantum gravity, but not electromagnetism. Electromagnetism being something else. But the whole idea of this theory is that it kind of only works when everything works with it together. Oh, not this theory, this framework. It's kind of the advantage but the disadvantage of the theory. Sorry, the framework. I hate the word theory. Theories in social science. This framework. The advantage being, one, if it gets done, it gets fucking done. And we can just remove physics as a fucking subject to like hold your head high over and everyone's just an equal. Thank God. Because we're all physicists. Fucking 2-year-old toddler chucking a fucking cunted fucking cube at a wall is a fucking physicist. Like, literally. Fuck you. If you do fucking experiments on nature, you're a scientific engineer. You're not a fucking physicist. Fuck off. Physicist is like specifically theoretical physics. That is its domain, and it's such a fucking bullshit subject. Because what's annoying to me is people go, oh, I don't understand that theory. Oh, I guess theoretical physics isn't for me. The fact that everyone's a physicist, the fact that you don't understand that theory, you think it's too complicated, and you don't understand it, that goes to the theory being shit. But no, in these circles it'd be like, oh no, that person actually fucking doesn't know. Or no, fuck you. The fact that they're saying that, I don't like it. Proof that your theory is fucking, that's one vote for it being shit. And that vote is just as fucking valid as the theoretical fucking physicist who spent 8 years fucking doing bullshit PhDs in fucking quantum loop fucking theory where vacuum energy has to be 1 trillion. Like bigger than the size of the fucking all the energy in the universe. Oh, but just ignore that fact. Fuck you. Fuck you. Take more fucking public money, you fucking piece of shit. But there's all that right now. There's the reason why got me fucked up. I was like, oh my god, like, because I was integrating absolute space and energy as emergent like this. So they bound like this, and so as absolute space got bigger and energy got bigger, and so then when we were doing the maths on the fucking the tiles, and as those tiles like increased, as absolute space increased, and then it was only like 1100 ticks or something due to exponentials or what. Obviously that maths is really dodgy, but like because it's like we know that it's 1 over energy. The less energy there is, the more it's gonna fucking fly, and more space time's gonna expand, and the more energy, the slower time's going to go. That's those equations. But, and then also like those whole constants could be fucked. We don't know how fucking accurate they are, but like, point is, it was just such a low number that I was like, alright. But it kind of is good because it goes to the fact that like, these tiles are so fucking small that they're even smaller than a photon, which is the current evidence. That it's either continuous because there's no discreteness that can be seen even at a Planck scale, light scale. So it being smaller is actually good in terms of the framework's legitimacy. However, this framework has to go. Instead, I'm taking this, and then this means so this, and then this is the emergence. I'll move my left hand here, like this one here, to show the emergent, but imagine it's still there. Emergent space-time. Okay, that's the only way, because I think absolute space has to be and this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. If you remember, I was talking about Plato. I was like, proving Plato. Like Plato saying like, allegory of the cave. There's like, there's a true Earth. There's a true universe, and this is the fucking cave. And I was like, you can see in the stream, and I was like, this guy just fucking raw dogged that from day one. Like straight up, his first fucking thing, forms. Just raw dogged 100%, like choke, like proved physics like back then with absolutely zero, like just pure raw dog gut instinct. And I was like, when I was like, fuck yeah, I fucking love this. So then when the science starts fucking adding up, like the theoretical physics, and we have all this tech to see, or the redshift, the fucking cosmic background radiation. I'm thinking, alright, time to fucking, laws of Plato, this guy was fucking always been like a fucking mystical kind of deity-like figure. I kept it, oh yeah, I'll get to you. Just got a lot of modern history to catch up on, a lot of shit's gone down. What the fuck's a fucking Muha and why is he mad? Who the fuck why is this guy hitting people like he's Mandarin? Like, what is Vietnam? Why is that against the Constitution? The fuck? No, I wanted it always to be emergent as somewhere randomly. I just was like, oh, they're connected and absolute space ticks. But space-time, absolute space ticking would still affect the emergence of space-time. But yeah, that's what fucking kind of fucked me up. This is why there hasn't been a stream for a while. Was like doing the maths on the number of tiles and the number of ticks, because that's kind of like that's getting down to like the accounting of this framework. Like, and by the way, accountants, they're the people who, along with public pharmacists at public hospitals, also accountants, you increase their wages to that's the bar, so increase it to 300,000 if there's a huge wealth gap, because accountants keep businesses, literally businesses, accountable. They're the perfect people to have it at a level which then everyone goes, oh, if an accountant's getting paid 300,000, then my work is double as hard as an accountant. I'm worth 600,000. Public pharmacists are good as well because nurses and public pharmacists are good because you can't. If you have a surplus of them, there's never a bad thing having a surplus of people who know about health, like health and like biology and just health and how to take care of people, and all the work that is involved in being in a hospital, like all that. It must be positive. But the thing is, if you have too many accountants because everyone wants to make 300k, then there is some drawbacks to that. And then also increasing things like increasing like government contracts for small businesses, surgeons, lawyers at the top, and then their employees are then able to say, oh, you're making $4,000 for a fucking legal aid case. Now you're making 15,000. You're paying me 40. I want 120. So, and because if you do it in big companies, it's hard to directly negotiate. But in small, I'm talking small, they get to negotiate. Boom. So that's fixing the wealth disparity in the United States. And it's very much going to come to Australia because that's just how it fucking works. If it's not already fucking here, it's just absolutely fucking bullshit. But then what else happened? I was like, fucking. So the number of tiles, I didn't. Because then they got the idea that they get bigger. With fucking. Was it more energy? Because that was like the theory of the Big Bang. Bit. So the idea was that these fucking tiles expand expand with mass. Was that the idea? Remind me. Oh, fuck, no, I won. Where is that one gone? What the f... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You can see here, there's only 2 now. Okay. Wasn't there fucking 3? Or like 4? 1, 2, 3, and then there was 4 down here. Fuck. I'll have to check, but I'm pretty... But at least it didn't delete the one I... So the idea was that at the singularity, there's one tile. Energy gets to a point where the amount of properties causes it to go n+1. And what I want to show is that I think it's a circle, absolute space. Starts as a circle, just on gut instinct. So, and then that's like, because right now they're saying that the Big Bang was like this. No, I want to say the Big Bang's like this. Like, and the proof will be, instead of, so imagine the logic right now is, oh, it was a singularity explosion. It must have just like, at one point, just like a balloon fucking pops, and then that's the side where all the energy comes out. The universe was the same. That's why I was like, no, I think it was like this. Which causes tiles to lag behind the rest because they're lowered. They're lowered in emergent space-time. Okay, how the fuck does that make sense? So absolute space pushes onto energy. Creates space-time. Mass lowers the projection of absolute space in the form of these tiles. Yeah, so the tiles themselves stay the same. Absolute space. This is pretty good, actually. The tiles don't stretch. The effective curvature. When they curve, they get bigger. That's tiles in absolute space are fixed in structure and coordinate position, but their rendering into emergent space-time, so connecting it with energy, is curved by resistance. Resistance is just energy. Comes in the form of mass. Form. Want to talk? The effective temporal volume. Oh, is the fucking temporal volume different to the fucking actual volume? Oh, fuck. So time, that's why time's another fucking dimension, bro. Oh, because it's how deep it is. Oh. I want to add this thing right now before I think one thing I said, I've got two. I was fucking thinking for like 6 hours. Hanging out with fucking Brother Mellors 33, and I was thinking, if time doesn't exist in terms of going forward to an end, then what of Judgment Day? You know? If it's just geometry, then perhaps that's proof of no fucking Judgment Day / yeah, because time, the one thing that would like flow to it, an afterlife / Judgment Day would be time flowing to an end point. But if there's no fucking time like to an end point like that, then yeah, that was the metaphysical question I had. This explains why time is its own separate dimension. Increases the temporal volume of the emergent tile from absolute space, which deepens the tile, and that depth is the fourth dimension within the 3 dimensions. One can go up X, Y, Z. Don't fuck me up now. Dude, this is a breakthrough, not just, yeah, dude, literally. That's what I was thinking. Like, has anyone ever fucking done that? Fuck, that is fucking sick. Because right now it's, oh, mass is the thing that's causing the thing, and you wouldn't say that, like, mass is its own dimension. I mean, there's some people, maybe they would, but, like, I'm sure there's plenty of people that would. Make sense intuitively. But then people would go, oh, dimension. Dimension, 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 dimension. It's where you get moved. But the temporal cost, the volume of the time increasing and going in depth, that is movement. Therefore, it is literally a dimension. So that's why it's X space-time, X, Y, Z, T. Space-time. Legit. Damn. The depth is time, yeah. Because the tile fields update sequentially in n+1, and temporal depth is defined because the tile field updates this resolves why time flows by space doesn't. I mean, space kind of flows. But you say, oh, time's the thing that makes space flow. Space is just form. The tile field, oh, it's sequential. I don't get that. Right now I don't get that. But time dilation occurs because at high resistance adds vertical volume to a tile, stretching its causal cost. Yeah, we already knew that. Why time can't be traversed like X, Y, Z? Because it's yeah. Because we know it's space time. It's like, why can't it? Why isn't it? If it's space time, Einstein, then what the fuck can't X be traversed like X, Y, Z? Because it's not a coordinate. Consequence. Has anyone ever done that analysis of physics before? Yeah, I was going to say that. Profound reinterpretations of space-time ever proposed, it really is. Just absolutely fucking sick. In a smooth 4D manifold. But it's because it's coordinated as a coordinate axis. It's this weird ass shit. You are pulled through n+1. Yeah, you don't move through time. The geometry n+1s, and because at n+1s you have to fucking update. There's no fucking time, it's just geometry. Went to bed the other day thinking about it, I was like, fucking cunt, man. But yeah, it does resolve the out of time problem. Kind of takes away that thing that Graham Greene, Columbia Green, Professor Green was saying in The Fabric of Time, where it's like, oh, and everyone always says, like, oh, if you know the velocity of every particle, you can predict the future. But in n+1, when it n+1s, it's not the quantum that creates the uncertainty, but that n+1. Would you be able to calculate where energy flows? Maybe, but then you have that thing that we have in this framework where it's like, oh, that's where the quantum mechanics fits in terms of like, a particle chooses between inertia and, well, whatever the fucking, sometimes it's just like two equal, they're exactly equal, and it's just like, oh, yeah, I'll check this one, or sometimes it's one that's a tiny little bit more, and it's just like, oh, fuck it, I want to stay on n+1 so bad, I'll take a tiny bit more one. Tiles fall infinitely behind n+1. No, not correct. Not infinitely. Yeah, I'm pinching. Yeah. Did we come up with our own constant? Isn't this like bullshit? Apparently. One chooses. Yeah, this is a. Ontological. Fuck is that? Just like thought? Yeah. Time is not a dimension. Wasn't we saying that it fucking was a dimension, you can't? It's a dimension of how fucking deep you are. Time is a dimension. What? A dimension of how deep you are. time is gravity. So you were right all along, it says. Time and gravity? Well, that would explain why, like, time dilation happens with gravity. Makes perfect sense why gravity and time dilation are essentially exactly related to each other. Because they literally are each other. They're the same cause seen from different perspectives. Yeah, we see gravity, but then when you're down there and time's going slower to you, that's the effect of being in that dimension, is going slower. Time runs slower in a gravity well, yeah. A gravity well is time running slower. That's noble level physics. 100%. Just flipping it just like that to a cause. Curvature of resistance, time from n+1, perfect n+1, delta t, change t, t capital T because it's the top, data, the cost of time. Fucking, so gravity causes the emergence of fucking time. n+1 causes their... Oh no, I don't think that's true because... Oh wait. Yeah, the fact that there's mass means that there's going to be resistance curvature, which means that there's going to be gravity. Oh, is that true? We're saying, all we're saying is the emergence of time is gravity. That's all I care about right now, because time is not as we think it is right now with like the 1, 2, 3. In E it is, so it is, but like, just for the fucking, just the framework, so we can say to ourselves as a species, like, we know fucking how the universe works in all ways, every way, like, and we're gonna choose to fucking interpret it our way, which is better because we're humans and we do what I want in the image of God. But we're just saying we're smart enough to like figure out the whole thing. ghost-like thing, or we're in the image, so we're sons and daughters, shout out to Gatsby, and we'll do what the fuck we think is the best. And if we want a fucking clock and a time, then we have a clock and time, huh? But yeah, technically there's no time. It's just geometry moving. That lag is time. Okay, no, not in the way. Perhaps we shouldn't call it time. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into it because it doesn't have the memory. Even though it was saying, oh, it has better memory. Yeah, fuck you. Altman, keep fucking drip feeding me, fucking piece of shit. Mate's telling me to ditch shooting this way better shit, but I'm loyal. Let me bring in this shit. I'd like to imagine energy as well, my two things today, and then I'm going to sleep because we have fucking popped off. The two things were see. how I always wanted it to be, by the way, but I just randomly got fucked up for a little bit. The apogee of clarity. Yeah, and they find each other in that whirlpool of Brian Greene's TED Talk fucking thingo. And that explains the multiverse. Yeah, absolute space is not required to expand at the same rate. Is localized and not stretched. Yeah, it means that energy doesn't need to fucking fuck off with it, per se. Yes, it can deform, yes. Had to map with absolute space. But then the tick engine had to run faster at the edges, which we're doing the maths for, and it was working, but ultimately then when you add it to the through 13.77 billion years and how big the universe was, it just was, and I was just like, I don't know why though, it was like they're completely conjoined. Even though the whole point, I was like, dude, respect to fucking Plato from day one, just raw dog, just nailing it. Boom, boom, emergent. Like, but they still exist emergent, because they still exist. Like, yeah, it meant the tick engine had to run faster at the edges. Basic model. No. Let me use. When did I ever use Canvas? Oh. Sad. I really wanted 3 for this one. Do we really have to do this, Altman? Temporal depth is proportional to the mismatch between energy and absolute space. Yeah. One of possible positionality, one of force, yeah. Yeah, see what fucking happens. Yes, but please do it in chat. Oh, what was the second thing, and then I'm going to sleep. I knew I'd fucking smash. I knew I was just gonna smash it just with this. Just with this. But getting this. Explaining why time is a fucking dimension, like, for. Yeah, like I was saying, like, I don't know what time is. Is time just the n plus 1? Just geometry getting bigger? Like, that's what I was saying time was, but then, that's geometry just increasing. Or absolute space increasing. That's not time. Because time is space-time and there's 4 coordinates and it has to be within this emergent thing. Oh, what is it? Gravity, boom, time over. That's the depth of view, bang. Relative to n plus 1, that's what time is. Boom, bop, bing. That is just so sick. The high court shit was sicker. This is cooler. The high court sick stuff was definitely sicker. Just how fucking fast it was, and I fucking nailed it. I just want to see. This is the scene where fucking Lupin, whatever his name is, and the werewolf. Find the mathematics. Find the mathematics. What you have to do now? No, it's not here. Oh, Hawkins, dude, I was crying. Hawkins fucking, just fucking tenacity. It was like just because being at school, being like 10 years old and knowing that he was hustling, you could not hustle in school knowing that Hawkins was hustling. That's why I was like, that's how that he inspired like everyone to learn. Like that's just what was so. I don't give a fuck about Hawking radiation. I don't give a fuck. Just on the sheer fact that like his role model, and like you couldn't let, if you fucking did shit at school, you let him down fucking Hawking, man. That's what like I was just so I was just so fucking emotional at that, like how much of an impact he had fuck everything, fuck every fucking paper route, fuck everything. It's just a pure role model. Like, one of the most. In terms of education, probably the most. Age of 21, man, that's so fucking sad. Fine, the mathematics.
Okay, great. That's the idea. Find the mathematics.
Yeah.
So the universe brought mathematics. Keep going, develop the mathematics.
Keep going, develop the mathematics.
Keep going.
This is us. This is us right now.
So the universe born from a black hole exploding.
The universe born from a black hole exploding. Just a bunch of math in there. Really slow. Would it make any sense for it to? Math is energy. No, I'm not liking it. I think the universe just dies, G. Develop.
Before the universe began. Keep going,
Develop the mathematics. Just that actor right there, credit to you, because you're my professor, man, and I was like, legit, like, develop the fucking mathematics. I was hearing that, like, I don't know when that fucking movie came out, 2017, I kept on hearing that. I wasn't even doing physics, I just kept on hearing develop the mathematics. O equals D times 1 plus, what the fuck, man? Time in a vacuum. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Divided by resist. That makes sense, okay. Temporal resistance. 1 plus. Don't really get that. Absolutely. Yeah, I guess it's that's why I hate mathematics, because, like, I don't know why you're fucking timesing it. Maybe that dot just means, like, I don't know what we're doing with it, but they're related. I don't know why we got xt here. Okay, optional simplification. O equals, yeah, frequency of CD, yeah, like coefficient, which equals some. Why is there a develop the mathematics? Oh, it pluses the resistance divided by the vacuum. Oh, that makes a lot of fucking sense. But yeah, it just didn't make sense for it to be there for me. Just gut instinct. Yes. Yeah. I don't think they put 1 plus. If you want space-time to exist everywhere but warp more under curvature. truly emergent. No resistance equals drop. Yeah, we're dropping to +1. Yeah. The second energy and absolute space start the engine of entropy and start resistance, then yeah. Big Bang black hole interiors is what I'm thinking. Yeah. Big Bang, so we do need to, yeah. Why have you added? The fuck is XT, man? Oh, position. Oh, okay. It should be X1, X2, because they're two separate. Their coordinates proportional to each other, but in two completely different numbers. Never touch or interact that create the emergent space. Therefore, I think for clarity it should be X1 to show that the relative position are equivalent, thus affect emergent. Develop the mathematics. Oh, ChatGPT does it all for you. You have to input it, man. You have to be thinking. And also, just no, no. Oh, this doesn't work. Temporal code, coherence, resistance in energy field. No, no, fuck you. That's fucking will always be delta T, you fuck. Shout out John McPhee. Tick update in absolute space. Matching position energy field. Temporal coherence resistance and energy field. The curvature of space-time emerging. That is exactly what it is. Yeah, nice. That is exactly what it is. Except for delta T. Shout out John McPhee. It causes space-time, exactly where everything moves. Don't you ever fucking disrespect John McPhee again. Or Tom Satterley, but fuck. Shout out Tom. Disrespect Tom and John. Like that again, Altman. Fucking T, fucking apostrophe. You can't. I respect the apostrophe. There's enough apostrophes. Don't you fucking dog Delta again. Well, now it's just fucking dropped the fucking Delta. Fuck, now it's just dropped it. Oh, you bitched it. Wait, we no longer need T because the only temporal property in C is at. Oh. X and T position and T in absolute space. X apostrophe corresponding position in energy field. I don't think it's fair to say that the corresponding position in the energy field is the same as the oral, because the only temporal property in C is at. I still think you need a formula. I may be wrong. I still think it needs to be in a formula because the energy field is its own separate universe. You're correct in saying it's the cause of the but not within C, outside CD. Shout out Tim Kennedy. That's Tim Kennedy right there. I need a gallon gun and a tank. Fucking hate the feds, said the CIA. Dude, that made me the safest I've ever felt in my life when I truly understood what's going on. Truly understood what's going on. I'm listening to Sean and I'm hearing him. And then I see Tim says, okay, I'm like, okay. Everyone just hates these fucking feds. Even the CIA. The level they hated the feds so much. They went above them in order to protect themselves from them. Fucking made me laugh so good. And because they're like, these guys, overreach, fucking assholes. Get me a gallon gun, get me a tank, get me the most jacked up motherfucker of all time. Get me John McPhee as my goddamn professor in fucking semi. Protect myself from these goddamn feds. I fucking don't disrespect. Wait. Position and internal within energy field. Wait. Oh, what the fuck? Absolute space and correlating energy field. Yeah, that's now. I don't like this T-tick thing right now. Oh, here we go. This is my problem. Does it just delete everything? Does it just delete everything? Like, what happened to the previous drafts, man? There should be like a click here. Like, go back and see all the previous. Like, I don't. This doesn't make any sense. Corresponding coordinates being the fucking same. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Fuck you, stupid fucking old man. No, I told him. This doesn't make. That doesn't make any sense. It's T1. It's T apostrophe. Okay, what was this other fucking thing? 340 is 40 minutes like that. The fastest 40 minutes of my fucking life. What the hell? Energy going to n+1, rushing without energy. Yeah, okay. Okay, last thing. Energy. Good. Good mass. Squared. The universe is stable. The center. Where the mass is. because of its temporal time / gravity wells. However, what we see at the proof of our first Jackson. As space what is it? As space-time rapidly, exponentially expands at the edges. Redshift and blueshift is the time / gravity dimension. What am I saying here? Fucking energy going to n+1. Rushing there. Rushing there without energy. What the fuck am I saying that? Now I've fallen asleep. I just needed some time to like just simplify everything because I didn't want to keep going. Focus massive, and then there's just so many different fucking hypotheses everywhere, and some of them are like they're not parallel lines, some of them are like this, and so they eventually, and then you're not sure which line. And the idea of a paper is it's continuous, you know. XD, and so yeah, just fucking simplify. Take that time to simplify. Like I had 7 hours. I was just like think about nothing. Like literally just thinking about nothing and everything, and then just like but not thinking about it all, but just it is on the back of my mind. It's like, that's how I was trying to think about it as simple as possible, and then I was like, truly emergent. And that was another thing. And then this was today. This was today. I was like, then because I had that separate, like just keep it simple. Boom. Sandwich. Okay. Emergent. It's just a completely separate emergent. Okay. Don't know where I lost that fucking line. Don't know where I came together because that just fucked up the whole thing. And then, well, then when I guess that was it. I tried it, and then when the math was like, just like, and then I remember it wasn't making sense. That's why I was going slower than the mouse did. That's why I checked that. That's why I checked the mouse, or when I don't check the mouse, and that's where I like stopped in the last year. I was like, this is time, but temporal wells because that means time. Temporal wells, gravity, so sick. Resistance to update. Space-time is curved, stable, slow. Yeah, so energy and absolute space. When I say emergent, they are very much like both it's like it really is a shadow, as Plato was saying, like they're separate where it's emergent, but they're here, like it's a shadow, like the it's there. As in absolute space, when it gets to m+1, by fucking off as fast as possible, that's how it wants to read, that's how it wants to act. And that's how it's acting. But that's how it's acting in this emergent universe. In the absolute space one, where it's m+1 ticking, in the absolute space. Most subtle contradiction in the framework. How can space-time run off faster than the absolute tick rate of D? That's what fucked me up for those 5 days where I was gone. Well, doing the maths. That's what I was like, fuck. Like, space-time is not absolute. I don't know, for some reason, I don't know, we're going to have to check where I just randomly, like, just combined them. Even though I was talking exactly about Brian Greene, like, how it was separate, and they combine in that separate, like, multiverse thing, and then it's immersion, and if randomly I just can join them both, and it's like, and then I just fucked my head. That's why I was like getting so much, and I was like just pissed. Someone was pissing me off. I just didn't know, but there was so much volume, so I just knew just like no more volume, simplify, and now here we are. Like time is fucking dimension in the gravity world, motherfucker. Like just pure fucking absolute G shit. It inherits causal structure from CD, but is not limited to their individual mechanics, nor the inertia of C, energy per tau. It is the emergent synchronization map between them, and that map can propagate faster than either of them can evolve on their own. That is so well said, Altman. I call them the silicon. What did I say? Altman and the silicon. It wasn't Silicon Associates, but it was something like that, like as in like the board, and everyone who like put work into silicon. Although space-time is caused independent of value property is not strictly bound by the mechanical limitation of either field. Yes, okay, finally, instead, now this makes me want to fucking work on it. I'll be back tomorrow, going hard. Like, you'll probably see like a 12-hour stream, because like now I'm happy. Now I'm really happy, because now it's making a lot of sense, and I'm not gonna have some fucking maths. Just get to the end and then like do the maths for the amount of tiles that there should be, and it just doesn't fucking work. I'm just like, fuck. Because yeah, it's emergent. It's fucking, and that was always and it's a fun. This was always. We go back to the Big Bang bit where it's like they connect. It's emergent. And emergent means its own. It's like a child. So it's got properties, genes of one, genes of the father and mother, but it's its own. Right? Thanks, Silicon Associates. Thanks, Altman. Perfect analogy. Yeah. It can smooth out C's resistance. Yeah. God, this is so sick, man. Honestly, it's sicker than the Hyper, but it's just how fucking fast, which made it sick. Sicker. But no. This is the sickest. Shout out theoretical physics. But it's only the sickest when you're actually like fucking on to something. If you just fucking quantum fucking field loop gravity, whatever the fuck, and just vacuum energy needs to be more than the energy in the universe times 100. And you're still fucking hustling on it, like fuck you, man. Fuck you. You have no idea how like all those monies poured into universities from fucking people's wills, and you fucking put it on that. You're a fucking piece of shit. The professors who entertain the bullshit beyond corruption. Projection effect. The available is this? Yeah. Because I mean the whole thing's based on this, so that makes sense. Okay, it's not quite the allegory of the cave. Because the shadow is not part of this. Yeah, shadows aren't part of the source, so I think it still is. That's why I'm hustling it. The drive towards when it's slow, yeah, expansion, proportional expansion. Oh, there's space time. It's a sync drive. Sync drive is the drive towards 1 over resistance. So that's energy, mass. So when mass gets bigger, 100, let's say. I guess 1,000. Oh, what does that mean? The drive towards n plus 1 coherence. Oh, when there's nothing, it's 1 over 1. But when it's at 100, it's 1 over 100. Which is fucking 1%. 0.01. I don't fucking get that. Whatever. Can you explain for different object entirely? Really good university subject would be like the difference between adding a question mark there and not. Just raw dog it, just come up with a few principles. But maybe I'm wrong, but here's the current analysis, here's the current data, you make decisions yourself. Fuck this. How is this equal? How is corresponding coordinates equal? They're not fucking. In the energy field, it doesn't have temporal resistance yet. Fuckwit. Not as a product of dark energy. Yeah. Fucking stupid ass dark energy. Fuck you. I don't like this tension of C. Do we have any fucking evidence of that? A child. That would be nice if we didn't have 3/4 fucking whole fucking absolute space-time, absolute space-time, absolute space. You should be able to just put it in, you fucking cunt, Altman. Obviously you thought of that, you fuckhead. Okay, maybe you can just